In this video we are going to see how to draw a rhombus when we know its side, this line segment A, and one of its interior angles, this angle A. First, we have to know what a rhombus is so we can properly draw it. A rhombus is a quadrilateral, that is a four sides polygon, parallelogram, that is with both its opposite sides parallel, which has congruent sides, both pairs of opposite angles congruent, and perpendicular diagonals, although this last property isn't of interest here. Once we realize this, we should analyze a generic rhombus in order to know how to work with the data given. In this rhombus here, we know its side, so we know its four sides, and we also know this angle that two adjacent sides form. As in every polygon, the most important part is to find their vertices, so it can be drawn by joining them. If we draw one side, we get the rhombus's first two vertices, these vertices A and B. Vertex D is on a semi-straight line that forms this angle we know with the side, and at a distance to vertex A that is the side's length. We can find vertex C in many different ways, drawing straight lines that are parallel to the sides and go through vertices B and D because it is a parallelogram, or as all its sides are congruent, we can find the point that is this distance, the side's length, to vertices B and D of the rhombus at the same time. We begin drawing a straight line R, where we mark the first vertex of the rhombus, vertex A. Then we copy the length of the side from vertex A, getting this other point which is vertex B, so the line segment bounded by both vertices A and B is side A. Vertex D is on a semi-straight line that forms this angle A at vertex A, so we have to copy the angle to vertex A. Using the angle's vertex as center and the radius we want, we draw an arc that meets the semi-straight lines that form the angle at these 2 points 1 and 2. Using the rhombus's vertex A, where we are copying the angle as center and the same radius, we draw another arc that meets the semi-straight line R at this point 1. We copy the length of the chord 1, 2 from angle A to the arc, starting at point 1, getting this point 2, so the semi-straight line that starts at A and goes through 2 forms an angle A with semi-straight line R. Vertex D also has to be the side's length to vertex A, so using point A as center and the side's length as radius, we draw an arc because vertex D has to be on that arc, so it is this distance A to vertex A when we join it to the vertex. The point where the arc and the semi-straight line intersect is a distance that is the side's length to vertex A, and at the same time it will form the asked angle with side A when joined to vertex A, so it is the rhombus's vertex D and line segment AD is side D. In order to find vertex C, we have to find the point that is the same distance to vertices B and D, being this distance the length of the rhombus's side. Using vertex B as center, we draw an arc whose radius is the rhombus's side, because vertex C has to be on this arc, so when joining to vertex B, it is the rhombus's side long. And using vertex D as center, we draw another arc whose radius is the rhombus's side, because vertex C has to be on this arc, so when joining to vertex D, it is the rhombus's side long. The point where both arcs intersect is the same distance to vertices B and D, being this distance the rhombus's side, so it is vertex C. If we properly join the vertices, we get the rhombus. We only have to name the sides B and C left, and the rhombus is finished. We can check that the resulting figure is the asked one. It is a rhombus, don't get it wrong due to the position of the figure, because it is a parallelogram that has four congruent sides and both pairs of opposite angles are congruent. Its sides are as long as the exercise asked, and the angle at vertex A and at vertex C too is the required one, so the exercise is properly solved. There is another way of solving the rhombus. First, we have to find out vertices A, B and D, that is, sides A and D as before. Since it is a parallelogram, vertex C has to be on a straight line that is parallel to side A and goes through vertex D, and at the same time on another straight line that is parallel to side D and goes through vertex B. The point where both straight lines intersect is vertex C left, so we can draw the rhombus and name its elements.